How's it? Today is Wednesday, April 13th. It is a clean and jerk day, and for the first time in a week, I guess not last Friday, for the first time this week, I was able to do all of my accessories. I actually also completed the workout as intended. For the last 2 weeks, for this Wednesday workout, I've been doing 3 sets of 5 for my clean deadlifts. It's because I don't know how to read. So I said that 2 weeks ago, and then I said it last week. And this week, I finally was able to do it as intended. So, uh, kind of following suit with what I did for the Monday workout this week, and I guess last week's changes. I'm just increasing my weight today by 3 kilos for all of my lifts. So that is the the power jerk, and then the block power clean, and then my clean deadlift. So today was 3 doubles with the power jerk at 105, 3 triples at 105 for the block power clean, and then 5 fives on my clean deadlift at 118. These are actually a lot easier than I thought they were going to be. These power jerks. I don't know why. It's not that light. I mean, it's not that heavy. Sorry. It's not that heavy, like in the grand scheme of things when I think about it. But here is my first set. I had to really think about whether or not I was going to use a belt. Because ordinarily, if I'm doing any type of clean work or any jerk work, I typically will have my belt on at weights at 100 or above. I don't actually remember if I used the belt last week, but I was talking to Blake today. I was like, bro, should I use a belt? And then he's like, I don't know what your percentages are and like how heavy this is relative for you. But I told him what I just said is that I always use a belt for clean stuff, jerk stuff over 100. And then I put it on and I actually didn't need the belt. So, um, because I use the belt today, if I continue next week with this complex, or sorry, this exercise, I will probably use the belt again. Just because I don't want to change the training like methodology. Um, Going like making the equipment used less advantageous while increasing the weight. That will most definitely result in, not most definitely, but like there's a higher chance of bad things happening with that in those cases. So, um, note to future self: use your belt next week for the jerk specifically, because I actually didn't use my belt on the block power cleans here because I was like, oh, if I don't need it for the jerk, then the block power clean itself is significantly easier for me. So, with that said, here we are. Here's my first set is coming up in about like 2 seconds. Um, yeah, these are relatively easy. The only issue that I'm really dealing with right now is as I get more and more tired, catching it in my upper back, or not catching it in my upper back, catching the bar on my shoulders for the clean itself is starting to hurt my upper back. Um, it doesn't usually hurt towards the beginning of the set, but on the third one, for all 3 of these, it was giving me some issues. Some of them were hurting on the second rep, and that is not that's not something that I like to see or like to feel. Another thing that I noticed about these block power cleans is that you see me there, kind of wincing in pain. Another thing that some of these block power cleans is that I'm actually not getting vertical enough. I was focusing on getting vertical on this third set. Yeah, my upper back is hurting here. But the first set and the second set were kind of me throwing my hips and just leaning back with my shoulders rather than getting the bar itself vertical. It's okay at this weight, but if I were to increase weight, well, with each set, then that type of technical execution would probably result in a miss here or there, or maybe even some actual pain in my like not actual pain, more pain in my upper back. Um, yeah. In any case, after that, I moved into my clean deadlifts with 118 for 5.5s. Again, I did miss them. Those last two sets last week at 115. But I made it a point today to rush through a lot of the things that I was doing. So my warm ups for my jerks and my cleans were really 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 quick. So I at this point in the workout I wasn't even at the gym for an hour yet. So kind of trying to be super um, cognizant of how long I'm taking in between sets and try not to get distracted. Um, but yeah, these clean deadlifts are super easy. Like 118 is a weight that I think I can power clean probably on any given day. I haven't power cleaned in a very long time from the floor at like intentionally with heavy weights. Probably the last time was the week before the meet, so almost a month ago. And I got to 115, if I remember correctly, for like 3 singles or something like that. But yeah, I think I can do 118 pretty easily. I mean, I shouldn't say easily. I think I could do 118 power clean without missing. Here's my last set. I was focusing on sort of getting into this power position, kind of near my hip here, and then maintaining my chest over the bar. I think that that is very important because typically I either am getting pulled a little bit too far forward or I'm too far behind the bar. It's never optimal at super heavy weights. So that was the goal for that. After that, I did my accessories, my barbell bent over rows, and then my uh, dumbbell overhead walks, which are um, super super fun. Here we go. Because I didn't lift last week Saturday, I wasn't able to do these last week Saturday. So I think that me being able to do them today on Wednesday for all 3 sets is very 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 important for my overall like shoulder health and upper body health. So I'm just happy that I was able to do them today. Um, Overall, today's training was pretty good. I enjoyed moving quickly and sweating a lot. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.